this is an Elddis Affinity 550, just going to take you around the van and show you how it operates. Front of the van, you've got your jockey wheel, hitch and handbrake. We'll take you through this in person here on site. Front locker, you've got your 2 gas bottle tie downs with your gas regulator on the bulkhead. Pipe work is available here on site should you need the gas pipe work from the regulator to the bottle. Down the side of the van, we've got the Alldis heating flue for the heating and hot water systems. Never cover this up, it needs to be left open. It does get hot when it is being used. You've got your wind down legs on either side of the van at the front. They are just there for stabilising the van and not lifting the caravan. If you lifted the caravan with them, it could potentially damage the floor of the caravan. Then got your water pump connection that drops down inside the ack roll. Pop it down inside the ack roll and then push the pump into the side of the caravan. I'll show you how to fill the system once we go inside the van. Battery box, 12mm spanner to tighten or loosen the battery terminals should you need to. And then you've got your mains power lead coming into the side of the van. Got your 2 fridge vents. The 2 fridge vents there essentially to allow hot air to come out the back of the fridge unit and cool air to be taken in. And also on the top right hand one there, you've got a gas flue for when the fridge has been run on gas. Motor mover and wheel nuts. We'll torque the wheel nuts while you're here on site, and we'll also demonstrate the motor mover to you. Grey waste pipes, fresh water goes in the front, has to come out somewhere, and that's what the 2 grey waste pipes are for down the side of the van. Back of the van, you have your 2 wind down legs to stabilise the caravan. Like I said at the front, they are just there for stabilising, not lifting. On the door side, you have your toilet locker. Very simply open that up. Remove the cassette by pulling up the orange handle. The neck turns out to tip the waste away with. Cap comes off, so you can do that, and there's also a measure at the cap, and then you've got an orange pressure relief button on the toilet waste cassette itself, so when you do tip the waste away it doesn't spit and splatter back at you. You then got a storage locker to access the storage underneath the front seating area, barbecue gas point, and your wind down leg for this front right left hand side of the van. Going inside the van, I'm just going to turn off the fan above our heads. So, when you first come in the van, you're going to need to turn on the master power. So as you can see, master power is on the switch here. You've got various light switches around the caravan. And then you've got your Alldis heating and hot water control panel above. I'll come back to that in a moment and show you how that works. Voltmeter, press the V on the control panel just there, and that'll bring up the voltmeter from the battery on board the van. First thing we're going to do is fill the water system. So we're going to go underneath the seat on the far right hand side of the van, undo the bed locker. In there you will find a yellow drain down valve. That yellow drain down valve is essentially the drain down for draining the system down, or when it's parallel with the floor allows you to fill the water system up. So to fill it, the valve would need to be in the position it's in now, and that's parallel with the floor. To bleed the water system, or to get the water through the system, you're going to need to open up every tap on board the caravan on the hot side. As you can see, I've already done that with this particular van, but you will need to open it up so the water system can start filling. And then at that point you can turn the water pump on by the door and it'll allow the water system to fill up. Once you've got water running continuously, like we have now, you can then turn off each tap on board the caravan and you'll leave the water pump turned on. So the water pump is on that switch just there, on and off. Orange light indicates when you've got the tap open that the pump is running. Once you've got the water system full, you can actually come to the Alldis heating and hot water control panel. You've got power on and off on the bottom left hand side, so as you can see, power off and power on. Menu will take you into the options. You've got plus or minus to set the room temperature of the caravan. Below that you've got water boost, so you've got water on, water off when this bar's empty, water on, and water boost. So essentially if you're showering you'll have it on the boost, if not you just have it on the standard water mode. And then below that you have the amount of power coming into the caravan to run your heating and hot water system. So you have the option of 1 kilowatt, 2 or 3. Now if you've used Truma heating before, you'll know that it has a dial on the side that's 500, 1000 and 2000 watts. In this case it's 1, 2 and 3 kilowatts. So again, as you would have done previously, you would need to ask the site office when you arrive on site to how much power you can run on your heating and hot water systems. To operate the audio control panel on gas, you'd need to make sure the gas is turned on in the front locker. And I'd advise before you try to ignite it that you go over to the hob or the cooker and get the hob and cooker running on gas. And then when you're ready, come over to the control panel, hit the gas option just here, and it'll allow the control panel or the heating and hot water system to kick in on gas. If it comes up with gas fail at the bottom of the screen, it could potentially mean you're out of gas, or there's just air in the system, so you need to run the gas system for a bit longer on the cooker. So that is your heating and hot water control panel, or the basics of. You do have some advanced options in here. You would need to read the manual for these, and essentially in that control panel you can set timers for your heating and hot water to come on and off like you would your household. And there is other options to change the display on the screens, etc. Brightness wise for nighttime operation as well. I'm going to go to the fridge next. The fridge is very easy to use on board this van. You've got power on. At the moment you can see the fridge is trying to ignite on gas, hence why it's got a blue lit up flame symbol. However, in a moment it will fail to ignite just because there's no gas bottle on board the van. It will flash the flame symbol here and the warning light on the right hand side to indicate it has failed. It should also make a bleeping noise when it does that. If you want to use mains power, you've got the button on the left hand side, the plug symbol, which is mains operation for running the fridge. And on gas or mains you use the thermometer button on the right hand side to control the temperature of the fridge. If you're towing down the road and you want to use the fridge as a cool box and you've got a car connected at the front, then you can actually come inside the van and select the 12 volt battery mode once you turn the fridge on, and that will essentially work from the car's 12 volt supply. It will not work off the 12 volt supply on board the caravan. Also, when you're running the fridge as a cool box, it will not allow you to operate running the fridge as a cool box on the cool box mode or the 12 volt mode. It will not allow you to change the temperature of it. It will just be a fixed temperature essentially on there. Oh, turn the fridge off, sorry. Press and hold the power button, and the same for turning it on, and then it'll either turn the fridge on or turn the fridge off depending on what you are trying to do with it. Above the cooker and hob, you've got your microwave, and it is an eco microwave, so you need to press the eco button on the front to get the microwave to wake back up. You probably might not be able to see it on the screen, but it's just come up with a 0 now in the corner here. Before that, the screen was completely blank. Essentially, it turns itself off after a short while, so it reduces power usage. The electric ring on the hob itself will only work when you've got two 40 volts connected to the caravan. It will not work off the 12 volt supply. However, you have got the rest of your gas rings to use, the grill and oven, should you need to use gas for cooking. Light, as you can see, on and off, just on the button there, and your igniter for the hob, grill and oven on the left hand side. Bedroom area, the bed is in a fixed position when it's down obviously, but you can lift it up to access the storage facility underneath. Obviously never load the caravan heavy towards the back as it could contribute towards the pendulum effect essentially, if you ever had a problem while towing down the road. So essentially lighter items underneath the bed if you are going to travel with bits and pieces in there. Last up is the bathroom. Now the towel rail that you see in the bathroom, I do advise that you be careful of that when you have it on because it does emit a lot of heat, and it also holds heat for a long time after being turned off. Toilet system, very easy to use, electric flush, as you can see. Flush your toilet system there. Full indicator light to let you know when the toilet waste cassette is completely full. So if that light is ever red, it means the toilet waste cassette is full and you will need to empty it. Below the toilet you have your waste handle, which you can open to allow the waste into the cassette underneath the van, and the toilet itself does actually turn for your convenience. However, with both of those, if you do turn the toilet sideways and you try to empty the cassette, it will actually lock the cassette in place, and the same with the grey handle. If you have that open, again it will lock the cassette in place. So this is the Elddis Affinity 550. If you have any further questions on the caravan, please don't hesitate to give us a call here at the Caravan Company and we'll be more than happy to help. We appreciate the business and we look forward to seeing you here on site soon when you collect the caravan. Thank you for now. Bye bye.